Hey everyone, today we're going to tackle a common Windows issue. You have unallocated space on your hard drive, but you can't extend your C drive to use it. I can extend this here because I shrunk the drive on purpose to show you guys how you can fix this issue. This happens because the unallocated space is not next to the C drive. In my case, it is next to the C drive, so I can extend it. But I am going to show you how you can extend it if it is not next to the C drive. Often there is a hidden recovery partition between them, which prevents the extension. The recovery partition is important for system recovery, but we need to temporarily remove it to extend the C drive. Let's go step by step. First, open the command prompt as an administrator. You can do this by searching for CMD in the Start menu, right-clicking on Command Prompt, and selecting Run as Administrator. Now disable the Windows recovery environment by typing the following command and pressing Enter, reagent/disable. Next, open the Disk Partition tool by typing DiskPart, press Enter. Now list the available disks by typing List Disk, press Enter. Identify the disk that contains your C drive. Usually it is disk 1. Now select the disk by typing Select Disk 1, press Enter. Now list the partitions on this disk by typing List Partition, press Enter. Look for the recovery partition. It is usually less than 1 GB in size and labeled as recovery. Select the recovery partition by typing X, replace X with the number of the recovery partition, then press Enter. Now type Detail Partition, press Enter. This will display information about the partition. Copy the partition ID and attributes. You will need them later to recreate the recovery partition. Now delete the recovery partition by typing Delete Partition Override, press Enter. This will remove the recovery partition. Now that the recovery partition is deleted, you can extend the C drive. Open Disk Management by right-clicking on the Start menu and selecting Disk Management. Find your C drive, right-click on it, and select Extend Volume. Follow the on-screen instructions to add the unallocated space to your C drive. Now we need to recreate the recovery partition. In Disk Management, create a new 1 GB partition. Using the unallocated space, format it as NTFs. Go back to Command Prompt and type List Partition. Press Enter. Select the new partition by typing Select Partition X, replace X with the number of the new partition, then press Enter. Now set the ID of the recovery partition by typing set ID equals sign and type the ID we copied earlier. Next, set the attributes by typing GPT attributes equals sign and paste the attributes we copied earlier. Press Enter. This marks the partition as a recovery partition. The recovery partition might now be visible. File Explorer. To hide it, type list volume in the command prompt, press Enter. Identify the recovery partition's volume letter. Select it by typing Select Volume X. Replace X with the correct volume number, then press Enter. Now type remove letter equals sign X. Replace X with the letter of the recovery partition. Then press Enter. This will remove the drive letter and hide the partition from File Explorer. Now exit DiskPart by typing Exit. Finally, enable the Windows recovery environment. Again, by typing reagent/enable, press Enter. That's it. Your C drive now has the extra space, and your recovery partition is back in place. Subscribing for more tech tutorials. Thanks for watching.